An early morning crash in Scottsbluff results in a vehicle getting stuck in a canal. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, emergency responders were on scene for a reported injury accident with a vehicle into a canal on the east side of Scottsbluff. Initial calls for a fire response were issued right around 6:30 this morning to Scottsbluff and Scottsbluff Rural Fire Departments, along with Scottsbluff Police and Sheriff's deputies, with the location along the South Beltline Highway between 9th and 21st Avenue. Authorities say the vehicle involved went into the ditch, which had a 10 to 15-foot drop. More details will be provided when available. Well, Aulick Industries and Lincoln Premium Poultry have been named Nebraska Manufacturers of 2022 by the Nebraska Chamber. Aulick received the award for small-size manufacturers, while LPP received the award for large manufacturers during a chamber event last week. Austin Aulick explains how Aulick Industries, now in its 70th year in business, and their impact on the state.
Nebraska's largest industry is ag. The fastest growing industry in Nebraska is manufacturing. So we cater to both of those. Our main sales is to agricultural companies because of our ag products. It impacts the state not only through the sales or the initial revenue, but then there's service revenue thereafter. But then every load that's hauled with that customer's product that they've bought from us or rent from us is then also making revenue for the state. So it impacts the state very directly and indirectly for the duration of the product's life.
The awards recognize Nebraska manufacturers that implement innovative ways to conduct business using products, processes, technologies, and other strategies. Chamber President Brian Sloan says this year's honorees help equip and feed the world, and their hard work, innovation, and commitment to building strong futures for Nebraska families are to be admired and appreciated. We'll have more news right after this.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome back. On Friday, Platte Valley Companies headed to the Northfield Haven Apartments in Gering to donate $25,000 towards their new complex being constructed for developmentally disabled adults. The 15-unit wing has been under construction for more than a year, and by early 2023, residents are likely to move in. PVC Executive Vice President Zach Karpf and J.G. Elliott Director of Affiliate Services John Massey were on hand to present the $25,000 check.
On behalf of Platte Valley Companies, very pleased to make this contribution to Northfield Haven. It's a great project that not just helps some of the adults in our community have a great place to live, but also is a really good use of a property that's not been able to be used for a while. And so we're really excited to be able to support it.
On Saturday, Twin Cities Development and the Northfield Haven Board hosted a fundraiser for the $1.2 million project, which included a barbecue and tours of the new apartments. Well, a Scottsbluff woman has been arrested following a December 2022 investigation by the Wing Drug Task Force. Jennifer Shaw was taken into custody early Friday morning after a warrant for her arrest was issued earlier this month. Court documents allege that Shaw sold meth to a CI working for the Wing Drug Task Force twice in one day. She's now facing 2 charges of distribution of an exceptionally hazardous drug and was arraigned on the Class 2 felonies Friday in Scottsbluff County Court. And a variety of items scheduled to be considered by the Scottsbluff City Council during tonight's meeting. On the agenda will be a community festival permit for the annual Christmas parade and associated events by the Downtown Scottsbluff Association that would be held November 27th from 4 to 8 p.m. Also on the agenda is a request for LB 840 economic assistance for a townhome development on Circle Drive. Messner Development Company is asking for $50,000 to help with land purchase costs for the project that would build 8 townhomes and an estimated cost of about $1.8 million.
Allo means reliability, productivity, connect. Allo means no more of that. Allo means business. Local business, big business, small business. If you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation, symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Quiet across the area this evening. Temps in the 40s will fall down into the 20s again overnight. It'd be nice. Really, the rest of the week, we're going to have some windy periods, and the front is going to arrive on Sunday, bringing us much cooler temps and maybe a small chance of some rain or snow showers. We don't need to worry about freezing temperatures after last night. We took care of those in most areas. Low to mid-20s for many of us overnights for lows. Back on, yesterday our high was 63. That's about normal for this time of year. Our low was 30, and again, even cooler than that this morning, down into the 20s. Nothing in the rain gauge. We're now about a quarter-inch short for the month, close to 5.5 short for the year. And as we take a look at the weekend, we were about average on Thursday and again on Saturday, above average Friday. Just a degree or two below normal yesterday, about normal again today. And we've been over a week now without any precip here in the area. And we're going to go a few more days. Maybe Sunday, a very isolated chance of some rain showers. But we're really going to be pretty low on the rain chances. Wind is another story, though. We're going to be windy, I think, on Wednesday. Again, breezy at times on Friday. Windy Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we're going to be dealing with some winds here starting with the weekend and into early next week. 28, we'll give it a B because it's cold as you head out the door for school tomorrow, but on the way home, we'll give it a solid A in the 60s. Now, we've been talking for several days. This cold air is trapped off to the north of us. You can see a big dome of cold air off to the north and east of us. That continues to be entrenched in that area where the coldest temperatures are, 30s and 40s. In eastern portions of our area, Iowa and South Dakota, they're in the 30s. We've got 40s in eastern Nebraska, 50s in central Nebraska, and some 60s out here in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. Upper 50s and low 60s. Valentine, the lone reading there at 48. Winds out of the northwest at under 10 miles an hour, and not much to worry about in terms of gusts. Futurecast is, in a word, quiet. Same old, same old. As we go across the area tonight, it's going to be quiet out there. Not much going on in the weather department, as you could see, toward sunrise tomorrow. Lots of sun out there. Not much happening. And tonight's going to be a calm night. Tomorrow's going to be a calm day in terms of weather. Very light winds out there tomorrow and tonight, so that's very nice. And as we go into Wednesday, we're going to continue the sunny skies. I think we'll bring some winds back into the forecast, though, for Wednesday. Overnight lows, 20s, 30s tonight. Tomorrow's highs, 50s and 60s. So another very comfortable night and day tomorrow here across the region. Nothing coming in terms of precip. So We'll call it clear tonight, light and variable winds, 27 for a low. Tomorrow, sunny, 67. Another day of light and variable winds. If you like those temps, you're going to like what's coming the rest of the work week. We're going to be in the 70s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe in the low 80s, but breezy on Saturday. Then windy conditions return Sunday and Monday. Much cooler, maybe late Sunday. We could see a few showers, but it is mostly going to be dominated by colder temps and winds to start next week, and I think those 50s and maybe even colder temps than that going to be on the way to stay for the next several days beyond this 7-day forecast.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
We're steamrolling towards the finish line of the fall sports season. On the gridiron on Friday night, it was Scottsbluff at Gering. The Bearcats were the heavy favorite, and really it played out like that. During the game on the field on Friday, we picked things up towards the end of the first quarter right now with Scottsbluff running back Sebastian Boyle ripping off his second touchdown run of the night. This one covered 28 yards, and after the PAT, Scottsbluff was in front 14-0. Now about midway through the second quarter, after a Scottsbluff interception, it's Boyle once again continuing his big night. He ran for well over 200 yards, this time a 22-yard romp to pay dirt, and at halftime, 21-0. It's Scottsbluff in front. Gering got the ball to begin the second half and got their biggest play of the night offensively on this long run to the left side by Tanner Gartner going for 40-plus yards, but Gering unable to punch it in for points as Jackson Howard on fourth down is intercepted in the end zone. Near midfield with quarterback Braden Stoll off the field, Scottsbluff turns to their heavy package now with Boyle at quarterback, and the junior bursts through the hole for a 45-yard scoring run, 28-0 at that point, and Scottsbluff would get one more for good measure with Stoll converting on a short 3-yard touchdown carry. Pretty much a workmanlike 35-0 shutout in this one for Scottsbluff over their crosstown rival. Scottsbluff will close the year looking for a district title. They'll be at Lexington this week, while Gering still has some playoff hopes alive as they get ready for a trip to Hastings. High school sports this week on the Rural Radio Network. One volleyball match and then plenty of football coming up. Gering at Sidney tomorrow night on the hard court. On Thursday, it's Bridgeport with a long drive to play their 8-man playoff opener in Ewing, and then 3 games on Friday, including with the Mitchell Tigers hoping to complete an undefeated regular season. They'll be at home to play Gordon Rushville, of course, as mentioned, both Scottsbluff and Gering as well to close out their respective regular seasons. WNCC sports from the weekend. A road sweep for the 5th-ranked Cougar volleyball team as They were at Lamar, and you had both soccer teams in action as well. A win for the women and a draw for the men. Both were in action against Trinidad State. On Saturday night, Nebraska lost at Purdue, a shootout, 43-37. The huge night from Trey Palmer, not enough.
I told them to keep their head up, block out the noise, and get back here on Monday, and we'll see what we have to fix. We're excited about the bye week, and then we have a 5-game season after that. But I told them to keep their head up. I'm proud of them. They played hard.
Nebraska off this weekend before hosting Illinois on the 29th. That's the latest today from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, with cold weather right around the corner, one Gehring nonprofit has teamed up with local students to help ensure pets have a warm place to stay. Skipper's Cupboard is in its 5th year of the Give Them Shelter project and has been receiving help from ESU 13's Lifelong Learning Program. Teacher Kenda Foose says this is a great experience for the students.
This is an exciting activity. This is our 4th year participating with Skipper's Cupboard. Today we're building cat houses. It's all out of recycled materials, so we're reusing all that recycled materials for something to help our environment and our cats in our society.
Steve Morgheim with Skipper's Cupboard says there is certainly a need for these shelters in our community.
We had a call, for instance, yesterday from a community member whose neighbor had unbelievably discarded a cat, and the cat's living outside, but it's a very, very nice cat. And she knows cold weather's coming up. She heard about us and she said, is there any way you could get me a shelter? Because I'm really worried this cat's not going to survive the winter.
The students spent about 2 hours Friday working on the shelters and will be back in a couple weeks to finish them up. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.